Well, good day, viewers, and welcome to today's Sportswrap show. I am your host, Brian Munango, unpacking and updating you with the latest sports news. It's Tuesday, and the Premier League is back, so hopefully we can get back into the groove where we see Arsenal playing tonight, and we also have Wolves that will be playing in a game tonight, so hopefully we can get some points. And with that being said, please do join the EPL Predictor campaign where you can win yourself some good money. The first prize walks away with 25,000, second prize 15,000, and third prize 10,000. You can definitely check that out and join the group. Well, with that being said, let's get into today's hit list. Well, we have some news from Botswana. The Desert Jewels have qualified to play in the 2023 Africa Netball Cup final on Wednesday on account of a superior goal difference than Zimbabwe. While the Zimbabweans only managed to beat Eswatini by 58-48 baskets, but need to score a difference of at least 17 goals. Eswatini and Kenya will now battle it out for 5th place, while Botswana will host Zimbabwe for the bronze. And on Tuesday, we have the final between Namibia and Zambia. That's actually taking place on Wednesday, at 4 o'clock. Well, the Namibian Cycling Federation and RMB Namibia presents its National BMX Championship at Farm Windhoek in Kleine Coupe on Saturday. 7 clubs under the NCF outreach program were entered, namely from Otapi, Omuthia, Oshakati, Ochoarongo, and Okahanja. From Windhoek, there were teams from Physical Active Youth as well as Spoke Stars. The youngest of the BMX riders was 7 years old, competing in the under 8 category. The other category classes were for under 10s, under 12s, and under 16s. Well, with that being said, let's have a look at how it went. Well, out of the team of 8 that have arrived in Mauritius, we caught up with Nico Esslinger and Jose Canjulo as they tell us what they'll be doing to prepare for the 15th African Junior Swimming and Open Water Championship. This is what they had to share.
Hello, my name is Nico Esslinger. I'm 17 years old and participating at the African Junior Champs in Mauritius. So I have been training very hard in the recent months for this competition, and especially in the last weeks just focusing for the competition. And also we arrived here 2 days earlier, so today we had a pool adaptation session to get used to the pool and also to see how the surrounding and the conditions are here. So my goals for the gala are to swim a personal best in every event, but also to grow as a team and also to just enjoy myself here and having the best time possible.
Okay.
My name is Jose Conjulo. I'm 18 years old and I'm here to participate in the Junior Africa 2023 Mauritius representing my own country, Namibia. And I've been given the opportunity and I'm very grateful to be the team captain for the first time in my swimming journey and my swimming development. And as a captain of the team, I believe that my role is to set the tone, set the atmosphere for the team, for our performance, so that we can achieve our best. And that I believe that we should be together because we're stronger together, and as a team we can achieve high. We're there for each other, we motivate each other, and my job is to keep the team in check, make sure that everyone is at their best, including myself, for us to set the example. And I can't wait, and I think we're all very excited, especially after the first day when we saw the competition in the pool, and that we can't wait to just get it and put our names up there with the best of the best, so that we can bring some hard way back for Team Namibia and to make our country and ourselves proud.
Well, the 6 gymnasts of Crete Gymnastics Club and the Tsumeb Gymnastics Club are gearing up to represent the country at the 14 Memorial Lazar Kristic and Marcia Delatovic International Gymnastics competition in Serbia. They will leave on a Sunday for the competition that is scheduled to take place from the 8th to the 10th of December. Here is the team.
We'd like to introduce our Namibian gymnasts and coaches that are taking a team to Serbia this year. We've got Woody Anderson, Joni Thorburn, Sureshni Andrew, Arno Brink, and Lynn Thorburn, Emmanuel Pope, and myself, Petra Thorburn. I'm the team manager for the team. We also have Nadine Diego, who's not here at the moment, but she's our judge. And one of our other gymnasts, Zinedine Miziani, who's in Tsumeb training there currently and only coming in tomorrow. This team will be competing in Serbia from between the 8th and the 10th of December at an international gymnastics competition against a lot of countries from all over the world. There's quite a variety of different categories at this competition, from very pre-junior teams to senior teams, and our gymnasts are representing in different categories for this competition. We are very excited to see what is going to happen at this competition, and we have very high hopes for them. They've trained very hard and we're very proud of them. And we've also represented Crete last year as well, with the boys only. So Woody, I can give you a bit of background on that.
Yes. So last year we had 2 boys representing Namibia. We had Langman, aka Langman, known as Emmanuel Cooper, and we also had James. And both of them actually did very well. They both went into finals, whereby we missed one almost by 0.20, a bronze medal, which was very, very good. And hopefully for this year, cross my fingers, they will do very well and they will bring back medals for us.
Okay, I understand one is here today. Who's here? Yes.
Today we have Emmanuel Cooper. He's going to represent us again for the second time. And we are very, very prepared this time.
Okay, Emmanuel, can you maybe just say a few words on how you feel about taking on the competition once again?
Yeah, the last year was quite a wonderful year for me, and my first competition, and this year I'm fully prepared, and I hope to do my best and get something this time.
Okay, and for the first timers, what are your thoughts on the competition?
We're very excited to go to Serbia this year, and we have really high hopes for the competition. We've been training really hard in the mornings and the afternoons, this whole year, and we're feeling very ready. Still a few tweaks to go during our last few training sessions, but we're feeling ready and prepared to represent Namibia.
It's going to be a huge experience for most of us, the first beginners that's going to go to Serbia, and we will do our best to represent our country. Thanks.
I'm very excited to go. I think all of us are excited because it's our first time, and it's also my first international flight, international competition. So yeah, I'm super excited. It's my first international competition. I have experienced the competition already, but I have never competed. So I feel I'm confident and I'm ready to see what happens.
Okay, thank you so much for your time, and all the best.
Well, the spotlight is on the FNB Sandman up next, right after we visit the marketplace. Well, the FNB Sandman took place in Swakopmund over the weekend. We have highlights package compiled for you. Please do enjoy.
Yvonne, 500 competitors.
Yeah, probably just a little bit less, but yeah, around that number.
And then a very well organized event.
Thanks, Otis. I appreciate that. You've been coming here for many years, so yeah, we appreciate the positive comment.
Yes, now tell me, highlights. What would you regard as highlights of this Sandman?
I don't know, the Sandman triathlon for me, the FNB Sandman, is just something that for me has become iconic. I think it's because it captures family, friends. It's in Swakop, you can see we've got a beautiful setting here. We've got the grass, we've got the sea, we've got beautiful blue sky. And then it's just growing sport and getting people interested in something different.
Yes.
And it's always a very good, friendly vibe. It's really good.
Many of the competitors said even the sea played along for this edition of the Sandman.
I think it did. Like I say, there are things that we can control and things that we can't. We've had years where the sea has been bitterly cold, 8-9 degrees.
Yes.
And we've had days where there's been heavy mist to rain, which has made the roads slick. So I think the weather really did play along with us today, and not too hot either.
Yvonne, you keep on improving this event. What next?
You mean in terms of improvement? Or?
Yes.
I think
where do you want to see this event?
I think in terms of participation numbers, we can't get really much bigger than this. We still want to keep the events got a semi-personal touch. We don't want to treat every single person just like a number.
Yes.
There's a lot of friends here. There are people that know each other. So we try and keep that more family friend environment.
Yes.
But I suppose maybe next year the idea is to have a bit of beer on tap there. We try to get a liquor license, but that it was a bit short notice. But I think it's actually all worked well. We'll definitely keep it on the parking lot. It gives us more control over spectators versus participants.
Yes. You also once again had some internationals.
Yeah, we did. From Zimbabwe, David Gardner. Unfortunately, he had a fall on the bike.
Yes.
He's in the ultra distance. I actually feel quite, I don't know what the word is, I feel quite poorly. I feel emotional for athletes who are unable to complete, especially when they're doing an ultra and especially when they've come from Zimbabwe. This would have been his 9th ultra, but he took a fall on the bike. He tried to do the first lap of the run, but he was cramping up and it wasn't going to work out for him. So, I mean, that's a real pity, but he's from Zimbabwe, another Zim guy. From South Africa, we had some participants from Germany, Spain. I forgot about the Spanish. So there was a Spanish contingent. So yeah, we've had a couple of internationals as well joining it. Yes. And there are people who've done this event, and every year I get a comment from, Yvonne, I remember the FNB Sandman. It was such a fun event. People in Germany and people all over the world.
So Yvonne, by the look of things, Namibia's triathlon future is bright.
I think so. I mean, it's been exceptional what the youth have achieved in this year. I mean, they're on the international circuit, they're in the international press, and I mean, this is where it starts. It starts with them doing an event saying, this is fun, I can do that. Yes. And, then they get taken to the next level. So yeah, I think it is bright. I think the Namibian triathlon, and they also motivate each other.
Yes. And a couple of records shattered today.
That's correct. I was busy running around quite a bit, so I can't say exactly which records, but I know Nathan Chase beat the record in the sprint. Yes. And I think Maya Brinkman beat the ladies also the sprint record. So I know about those two, but I can't go into the details with all the other events. But I know definitely, and it beat them comfortably.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. So you mentioned that this is like a family. What would your message be to your family members?
Just that it's really enjoyable working with them. The participants come with a good houding. I only know that word. I'm not very good at Afrikaans, but a good attitude. They're friendly. They're supportive. They're supporting their teammates. Yes. They're supporting their family members. There's always just a really nice atmosphere. And that's what the participants create.
Any shout out to the sponsors?
Oh yeah, I mean that shout out would have to be really loud. I mean FNB has been sponsoring this event for 15 years. Yes. As you can see, it's an expensive event to host. You've got all 3 disciplines, the swim, the bike, the run. We've probably got over 100 helpers and they're all paid. Then everybody gets really very good t-shirts. This year we had Roxy and Ruka, which are expensive brands. And then it's obviously the timekeeping, the infrastructure that we put in. Yeah, it's an expensive, and FNB has grown it. When we first started in triathlon 15 years ago with FNB as a title sponsor, triathlon was almost non-existent. We had a couple of, 50 people, and that included teams. It really was non-existent. So FNB, I mean, the youth that are where they are today can really thank FNB for putting their money behind the sport and developing it, because without that kind of money, it just wouldn't have happened. Yeah, yes. So FNB has been exceptional, and we've always had such a good working relationship, which is also, again, something that makes the hard work, so much more easier when you have a good relationship.
Yes.
Ensure your tyres' roadworthiness by regularly checking tread depth, looking for damage, maintaining proper inflation, and addressing alignment and rotational needs. Also, balance your tyres, inspect valve stems, and ensure that your spare tyre is in a good condition. A professional inspection can catch hidden issues. Also remember that regular maintenance promotes vehicle safety and performance.
Nathan, you just came in from the sprint. How are you feeling?
Pretty exhausted, but really happy with how the race went. I got a good improvement on last year, so I'm really happy.
Yeah. So how was conditions out there?
It was really amazing conditions. Like the water was clear, calm, and not too cold. The bike was good. It was the first year we could do draft legal, so I was with Faris Steyn and we kind of rotated. And the run was really nice and cool. So.
Any competitor giving you a tough time out there?
Yeah, Faris Steyn was good. Like I tried to attack him on the bike, but I couldn't get rid of him. But then so I just really pushed the transition and the run to get away from him.
Where to from here for you, Nathan?
Next year we've got some big goals, hopefully Africa Champs and some races in SA. And then we'll see from there.
Anything else for your co-competitors?
Just well done out there. It was hard.
Thank you so much, man.
Thank you.
To change a tire, find a safe spot, use the lug wrench to loosen nuts, lift the car with a jack, remove the lug nuts and the flat tire, mount the spare tire, hand tighten your lug nuts, lower the vehicle, tighten the lug nuts in a crisscross pattern, check the tire pressure, stow away equipment and replace the spare tire with a regular tire as soon as you can. Refer to your owner's manual for specific instruction.
Hey, how are you doing?
Can you?
Did you get the record?
I have no clue. I didn't know that there was a record up for guys.
So how are you feeling?
Exhausted. It was very hard.
How was the race?
It was tough. Swim. I felt good in the swim. Managed to be the first individual up the water. The bike was quite tough. Found a few slips behind Ethan McMahon and Greg Chase. They let me sit in their slips. And then the run, I started quite hard, but then a stitch caught me, and then couldn't give much more. Finished with Greg Chase. Awesome, he's been on my triathlon journey my entire life, so it's great to finish with him.
Yeah. So what does it mean winning this race?
Well, it's awesome to win at home, race in front of my friends and family. They're awesome. It's lovely to have the support, and when you're running and everyone's like, "Oh Maya," so it's lovely to win here.
Yeah. Where to?
The younger kids.
Where to from here for you?
South Africa, still racing a bunch of races there, competing with the South Africans, and then hopefully European champs next year, summer, or their summer, I would say.
So why do you compete here?
It's for practice. My family organises the event. Love to support local, have fun at the local races, test myself, see what my strengths, what my weaknesses are, practice new things. So it's a great place to experiment and try.
What would you like to tell other triathletes out there?
Just take part. It's really fun. It's really awesome. I really enjoy racing like this. It's something different. Not many people take part, so it's a very close community, and we really support each other and are there for each other, which is awesome. I love doing everything.
And how do you prepare for a race like this?
Well, it's just part of my training, so I keep training through it. But the day before, obviously, you do an activation, you ride, get used to riding fast, so you do some sprints and things like that. You just ease into it, relax the day before the race so that you're not too tired, and then go out and smash it.
Thank you so much for speaking to us.
Thank you.
FNB Sandman, ladies and gentlemen. Well, with that being said, Ariochad is on standby with international sports news.
Good day everyone, time for international sports news, starting off with soccer news first from the English Premier League, and it's news from Sheffield United, and the news from Sheffield United that their manager Paul Heckingbottom is probably going to be sacked by the club, and it is after being in charge for 2 years. It was the Blades, as they called Sheffield United. They lost 5-0 at Burnley the past weekend, and they've lost 11 of their opening 14 games. At the moment they're bottom of the log of the 20 teams in the English Premier League. They only have 5 league points, and the other 3, or the other 2 in the bottom 3 at the moment is Burnley is 19th on 7 points, and also Everton also on 7 points in 18th position. Staying with English Premier League, and it is also the biggest media rights deal ever conducted in the United Kingdom, have been confirmed, and that is Sky News and also TNT. Sky News and TNT confirmed that they signed a 4-year deal with the English Premier League, and that is worth £6.7 billion. So that's a lot of money. That's over 4 years, starting in the 2025-2026 seasons, and it will be 270 live games per season that will be broadcast. So lots of money spent on television rights in the English Premier League. Also, international sports news is Formula One racing, and the 20 drivers for the 2024 season have been confirmed. The last driver to take his seat that was confirmed was from Williams, and that is Logan Sargent. He is from the United States, and he was confirmed as one of the 2 drivers for Williams. The other driver for Williams in 2024 will be Alex Albon. It is Logan Sargent that really battled in 2023 for Williams. He only got 1 point in the whole season, and that was at the US Grand Prix. And that was also only after Lewis Hamilton and Charles Leclerc were disqualified from the race. The first race in the 2024 season will be on the 2nd of March. That will be the Bahrain Grand Prix. And to close off today's international sports news, it is tennis news from the Australian Open, and it has been confirmed earlier that Rafael Nadal will play in the 2024 Australian Open, and but the big news now is that he will also play in the Brisbane International that is leading up to Australian Open. That tournament will start on the 31st of December till the 7th of January. It was Rafael Nadal. He's 37 years old. He missed all of 2023 because of a hip injury, and he indicated that he wants to play 1 more year in 2024, a full season of professional tennis. The Australian Open will start on the 14th of January. It is Rafael Nadal. At the moment, he is number 633 in the world, but the tournament director, that is Craig Tilley of the Australian Open, said that he's eligible for protected ranking. That's because of his injury. It is Rafael Nadal that won 23 Grand Slams in his career, and he also won the Australian Open twice. That was in 2009. He won it, and also again in 2022. That is Rafael Nadal playing in the Australian Open next year. That's international sports news for today. I hope you have a great sport day, and we talk international sport again tomorrow. Goodbye.